at the same time, it's like we're go-getters, right? It's like we don't expect somebody to give us any kind of handouts, right? We're gonna go and get it. We're not sitting there waiting for handouts. It's like, like we have that work ethic. We're independent. That's the word I was looking for. You know what I mean? I was trying to
Yeah.
find it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, just that independence of you figuring things out, and just figuring it out, because nobody's coming to save you but yourself. And that's kind of like the mentality that we've all had growing up. And it's been tough because we didn't come from a lot, right? Like it's we've had to figure it out along the way. Been a lot of ups and downs, and nobody really there to steer us into what direction. We'd kind of had to figure it out on our own.
That's what I it's the realization as I've gotten older that like you can't have it both ways. And maybe I'm wrong. You know what I mean? Maybe someone had a superhero parent that
Right.
worked 60, 70, 80 hours a week and still had them, there to throw the baseball after, and stuff like
Mm-hmm.
that. Like for us having immigrant parents, they worked a ton. I mean, we never
Mm-hmm.
saw, I mean, I remember I think back at moments in my childhood, I'm like, where were my parents? I just need to
A hundred
I
percent.
I
A
just
hundred
need to
percent.
get back when the street light came on, but I was like,
Right.
damn, like,
Yeah.
and
To that point is like, not to cut you off, but to that point is like, they did our parents were, like I said, hardworking. They worked all the time. So we never really had that direct supervision, right? So it was always like we were, what do they call them? Like the lock key kids, or the
yeah,
whatever you call them. Like, don't open the door for anybody because we're going to work. So stay your ass in the house until I
better
get
not
home.
leave.
Yeah, yeah. So that comes with a certain, I guess, you grew up with a certain characteristic, I guess you could say, or that something in you, right? That not a lot of people get to experience unless you've been through a similar situation. Like you said, there maybe our parents weren't there to, like, throw the ball, or our parents would work crazy hours, get home, be super tired, and we'd have to figure out homework. And like, and being in a Hispanic household, your parents our parents were immigrants, so they didn't know English, so you had to figure that shit out, right? So it's like, how do I
Oh,
do this?
dude.
You understand, Miko? You figure it out. I was like, oh shit, right? And then it's like, and then we had to play the interpreter for our parents. So, like, being the oldest, it's like, oh my god, it
Listen,
was just a
for
lot.
for people that don't know about immigrant parents,